Hello, so today I would like to introduce the practice of candle gazing. It's a meditative practice and it's a really lovely thing to do, particularly in the evening before bed. And it does what it says on the tin really. It's a candle. You light your candle and you gaze at the flame. But I just wanted to show you a couple of suggestions. This is a little box of mindful moments, and in the little box comes a tiny candle made of beeswax and a tiny little holder, and in there is a bit of sort of glue they've pre-placed in there. You can push your candle down into it and then light the candle and place it on a table in front of you so that you're not gazing right way down to the floor. You've got a sort of a level surface just a little bit below the eye line so that you can have a good posture so that the neck isn't sort of too cricked at the back, so that you can stare at your candle. But a cheaper version, and just as good, and I use these in some of my yoga retreats, is a birthday cake candle, a blob of blue tack and a piece of foil. I had these foil trays, but you could equally just use a piece of kitchen foil to stick it on and do exactly the same thing. So if you can find yourself a little candle to do this with, and it can be any kind of candle, it doesn't have to be anything I've shown you here, and just placing it on a surface where you can have a nice posture and to gaze at that candle. And then once you're there, just settling yourself in and just allowing all of your focus to be on that flame. So there's a sense of the peripheral awareness dropping away, and there's a turning inward of the senses, and in yoga this is called pratyahara. So it's a turning inward. So a lot of the practices that I've shown you for this Advent calendar have been involving that sense of turning in and just closing off a little bit of all the busyness that's around us particularly at this time of year. So I hope you enjoy your candle gazing activity, just staying with it for as long as feels good to you, and noticing what happens as you sit there quietly, noticing if you start to feel a bit irritated by the practice. You might find that you love the practice. You might find yourself nodding off and dropping off and going to sleep. But just that's your little bit of homework today. You find yourself a candle and just sit quietly with it, maybe just for a minute or two. And if it's a birthday cake candle, you might be able to see if you can stay with it until it's burnt down to a stump. Although I think that's about 10 minutes. So enjoy. Thank you.